Welcome viewers to the third episode of Life of an Elite Dangerous Trader. In our last episode we made our first completion of a trade, and we uploaded a bit more data and we talked about a few things. Yeah, nothing much else happened. Between now and then it's been a couple of days since I recorded my last one, so we're still in the same station though. I don't play offline, and so I'm going to want to update my current commodity data for the system I'm in, which is something I can't pronounce, Nagarapoi at the Grismek plant. Between last episode and this one, Slopey's updated his best profit calculator to version 4.2.1.0. A few things have changed. He's added an About tab, which is mainly for donations. There's a bit of flaming going on and stuff in the forums about his donations and whatever. So that's there. There's also a change to the options page. He's got some tabs and a few more database settings. You can now change your auto update frequency. This is for auto update of data, not of update of the program itself. Everything else is the same in there, I think. What he has done, I think I mentioned in the last episode. I'll just do a search here so it shows you. The minutes. I think I said in the last episode I preferred it this way, where it shows the number of minutes since the last update. Well, he's changed it back. I didn't say anything to him, so let's just say he knew it was better. The passing is now, under 30 seconds, around about that, where it used to take 10-15 minutes sometimes, especially the first start of the day. I think your settings now save between updates to the program. And one thing I've done, I've just dragged the profit column over to the first one, so it's the first column we see. And yeah, I'm sure there's a few other changes in the back end and stuff, but other than that, it's working pretty well now compared to the last episode where it was a bit slow and hanging a bit. Now it works really well. So, getting on with it, we're going to upload our data from the Grismek plant. Because as you can see on Slopey's here, I'm pretty sure that's the last time I updated, which is now nearly 4,000 minutes ago. So that's pretty old. I'm not sure how many days it is. It should be close to 2. Maybe just under. I'm not going to work it out. Anyway, into our commodities market and our screenshots go on. Okay, it's done. Over to EliteOCR. And you'll notice I've cleaned out my screenshot folder. Okay, can we get an error about my log file not set correctly? So I'm just going to double check it. To do that, you go to Settings, Preferences, and check your log directory. That should be the right one, so I'm just going to go back. Yep. Oops, wrong one. So it is the correct folder. It's not finding my system name. What if I click OCR all? Alright, I'm not sure why it's not finding my system name. Let's just pause here for a minute, and I'll get back when I figured it out. Alright, we're back. I haven't been able to solve the problem, but reading here does say I can manually enter the field, so I'm going to do that, and we'll just check it next system. So the system name is, I copy paste it there, so that's as accurate as you can get. Copy pasting, I guess, isn't it? Yeah. Hopefully that's not something wrong. I don't know. We'll check it at the next system, won't we? Okay, everything looks good. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it for every one. That's okay. Alright, good. Export. Still BBC, yep. Clear and removal. Cross to best profit calculator, and we want to add it. At least this one knows the system. Oh, it should. And we'll save. I haven't actually uploaded since Slopey's update, so we'll see how long this actually takes. And this program will actually tell you. It's got a little voice prompts enabled. We'll see. I believe it uploads at one commodity at a time, say one line at a time, and you know, for some stations it's quick because there's only, you know, one or two pages of lines, whereas this was 5 screenshots full. Not all full, but you know what I mean. A lot more data.
Data upload completed.
And there we go. So I'm just going to force a data download. You don't need to do this every time you upload, because it does upload to your local database too. But you should do this every time you start the program. Say for the first time of the day, for example. So this is the first time I've downloaded for the day. It's taken a bit of time to download the data. But that's alright. It's really taking stuck on 14% there. Not sure what's going on. Maybe I should have prepared earlier and done this earlier. I'll come back when this is finished. Alright, back. That didn't actually take too much longer after I paused the video. It just hung on 14% there for a while, and the parsing took a matter of seconds. So now if we click search here, you'll see it goes to 32 minutes old. The reason it goes to 32 minutes on mine is because currently BPC won't allow me to set my time zone correctly. It's half an hour out. Therefore, we're half an hour out on all these edges. No big deal, but I know it fixes in the process. Alright, so let's get on with the trade. And you see this data's all pretty new. It's all within 1,000 minutes. I'm not sure how much that is, but the top one here, 387, that's pretty current data, so we're going to do that. 21 light years away for silver. Let's go and do some buying. Back to the game. Silver. I don't need to check the data because I know it's up to date because I just did it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And like I said last episode, you should always make sure you get a system first. But I think with a ship like this, it shouldn't be an issue. If you're getting under like 5 light years, that's a figure I've just plucked. Don't quote me on it. If your ship only goes like 5 light years, then you definitely need to check if you can get to the system. Otherwise, you should be right. What's the system? Read quad. Bang. So a few jumps, but doesn't matter. It's pretty quick jumping between systems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. Let's go. Yes. Launch. Just turn my lights on there. It's the first time I've actually noticed the lights displaying anything. Landing gear.
Released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Very dark. Oh, boost. Warp.
Frameshift drive charging.
Also between
2,
last episode and this one, there was an update to Elite Dangerous to 1.04. A few updates there. I haven't noticed any differences. I don't think any of it. Apparently it's something to do with trade commodity data, where it's consumed and where it's made. Stuff is now written there, but I don't really use that sort of information because it doesn't help. It does help if you're not using Slopey, or something like that. I'm sure there's a reason for it. That's no need for me. Warp. Warp.
Frameshift drive charging.
Still haven't got any recommendations for voice attack commands, so I haven't changed any yet. Not that I necessarily have to. Warp.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Yep, one more jump. Nearly made the same mistake again as last episode. Warp.
Frameshift drive charging.
One thing I'm going to be doing throughout this series, or throughout these videos, is and I didn't do it last series, is when I find a station within a system that's not populated in best proper calculator, I'm going to endeavour to, do one per system. I'm not going to visit every station. Say if there's 6 stations in a system and only one of them's in VPC, I'm not going to visit all of them. It's pretty labour intensive. But I'll endeavour to do at least one per system. And you never know, I may come back to those systems and do the rest. Just to upload some data to BBC to help out the community. That's the wrong one. As you probably well know or have worked out, it is all crowdsourced information. So if we don't update it as a crowd, well, we think it's the first one I've had for a long time. It's going to be an easy one. Past the station when we were doing an interdiction. Approach. Yeah, I'm going to be going too fast again. That's alright. What was I talking about? Yes, adding new stations and crowdsourced. Approach. The data is only as good as the people that upload it. So we must all endeavour to upload the best data. There are people out there, I'm sure, that are trolling everyone and uploading false data. You see a lot of people in the forums whinging about, losing money on trades because they saw something that's too good to be true and took it anyway. Slopey's just posted if it's greater than 2,000 credits per ton profit, then it's probably is too good to be true. And he's probably right. I'm sure there's a few that get out there above that, but you gotta think about what you're doing. Just gonna target this dock. Next time we get to one of those, what are they, dodecahedron docks, I'm gonna request docking. I'm gonna try something that I've just read on a forum a couple of days ago about targeting it, and it highlights little arrows to where the entrances are, because those of you who have flown into them without knowing would probably realise it's sometimes really hard to find out where the opening is, especially if it's not beside us a planet or something. Landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
I did not get docking authority. Ah, I know why.
Docking request denied.
Oh no. Maybe now.
Docking request granted.
There we go. It's because my voice attack macro, you know, is a series of key presses. So when I went in to lock the target and test out what I was testing, it set the cursor, so to say, in the wrong position. So the macro didn't perform to its full effect. Just something to think about.
Hull integrity
Whoops.
compromised. Docking successful.
Scrape the belly there a bit.
Engines disengaged.
Right. 43 credits to repair that paint. Okay, let's sell our data. Our silver. I'll just check it. 5517. Check over here. 5517 is exactly the same. Back to here. See if it changes. Nope. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Nearly end of the episode here, so we're just going to upload this data as we do. Although it's only 300. No, it's only 300 minutes old. There's no requirement to upload it. We're just, you know, adding more data for no reason. So we'll go back to Slopey's. What I am going to do is try a screenshot. I'm going to take a screenshot and just test EliteOCR, see if it did work. There was something wrong with it. System name not found. Was OCR it? No. So there's something going on with my EliteOCR. I'll fix that between this episode and the next, and yeah, we'll go from there. What I will do, I'll find. This is not finding my system now either. Alright, and we've got some troubleshooting to do between this episode and the next. What I will do is have a quick look at the ship outfitting here before we end this episode. Get a little bit of time. And that, going into our station, our hangar, pretty much took up all our time. So we'll pick up where we left off next episode, checking out the ship outfitting, and I'll do some troubleshooting between now and then. Alright, see you then.